Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Moniche. So today I'm going to be filming a med student tag. This tag has been existing for quite a while on YouTube, and I decided to do it since I'm a medical student. So there are a couple of questions here. I have them written down, which I'm going to answer. I got some questions from some channels here on YouTube. I got from Busola Deju's YouTube channel. I will link the videos that I got the questions from in the description box. So without further ado, let's just get into this med student tag. First question: what is your name? My name is Moniche. What is the name of your medical school? The name of my medical school is Bingham University Teaching Hospital, Jos. What made you choose the medical field? Well, a lot of people have very spectacular stories. My story is actually very basic. I think ever since I was a child, if you ever asked me, what do you want to become? What do you want to do? What do you want to become? I would tell you, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a doctor. But it wasn't up until SS3 then I started thinking, and I started considering other career paths. So SS3, I wanted to study medicine, I wanted to study electrical engineering, and I also wanted to study statistics. So at that point I was confused about what to do, even though a lot of people were like, oh, you should pursue medicine, you should pursue medicine. But eventually I gave it a lot of thought, and I prayed about it, and then I decided to choose medicine eventually. So that's what made me choose medicine. Next question: when did you start studying medicine? I started studying medicine in 2020. Yes, the COVID year. Next question: what year are you in? I'm in my 4th year of medical school. Next question: what is one course you struggled with? At the beginning of medical school, I struggled with anatomy and biochemistry because the terminologies were just so new at the time, and then all we knew before about the body was just like head, shoulder, knees and toes, digestive system, and then now you're seeing anterolateral, posterolateral, distal, proximal, like all these terminologies. So obviously trying to get used to those terminologies was a bit difficult. And then biochemistry, the compounds, everything was the names were just too complex. So that was why I found those courses a bit difficult during that year. But from 300 level, those courses actually got a bit. No, they definitely got easier. From 300 level, those courses got easier, and I was doing much better than I was in 200 level. Next question: did you have to drop anything or anyone that you loved because of med school? If you did, what was it? No, I haven't had to drop anybody. All the people that I was friends with, I think I'm still friends with them. I will say that we don't talk as much because of school. I don't talk as much to my friends. But I haven't dropped anybody because of medicine. I haven't dropped anything because of medical school. I'm still trying to keep reading books. Like I mentioned in my Q&A video, I love reading books. I'm still trying to read more books. I'm just trying to balance everything as opposed to dropping stuff. How often do you cook, and how many times do you eat in a day? I don't cook too often. How many times do you eat in a day? In a day, I eat like 3 to 4 times. It seems like a lot, but I have a very fast metabolism, and if I don't eat at least 3 times a day, my body's going to feel it. Minimal 3 times. If I don't eat up to 3 times in a day, I'll probably have a headache for a very long time throughout the day. So I really try to eat at least 3 times, a maximum of 4 times in a day. Next question: what do you do in your free time? The question we should be asking is, do we have any free time? Little time that I have to myself, I sleep, honestly, because I've been very tired recently. I'm either sleeping on my phone or editing a YouTube video, or I'm reading a novel or a self-help book or something. Next question: what is my opinion about dating in medical school? I don't think there's anything wrong in it. I feel like if you can balance your relationship with your academics, it's fine. Not everyone can do it, but if you can find the balance and it works for you and your partner, then sure, you can date in medical school. How do you stay motivated? For me, this is probably going to sound kind of bad. One thing that kind of keeps me going is like the fear of failure. That sounds bad. It shouldn't be one of your motivations as a person. But one thing that keeps me going is like, if I don't continue, or if I don't study, or if I don't try to be productive, if I don't try to get what I need to get done, it's going to affect me in the future. I kind of think of the future. That's one thing for me. I think of the after effect of my current decision. So if I'm saying, oh, I'm too tired, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I know that in the long run I'm still going to regret it. So I know that if I keep going and I keep going and I keep going, I know that my future self is going to appreciate the fact that I kept going. Next question. Would you love to practice in Nigeria or abroad? I know everybody wants to japa, but to be honest, I would rather practice in Nigeria. That makes me sound patriotic. If it came down to the decision, I would honestly pick Nigeria. I know a lot has gone bad in this country and a lot of people are focusing on the bad in this country, but I would rather practice in this country. But if it's the will of God for me to go abroad, who am I to fight the will of God? Aside from that, I would actually rather pick Nigeria. Next question. How many hours do you study in a day? It depends. It depends on the amount of work that I have to do that day. So the amount of hours spent studying, it can vary from 2 to 6 hours. So during the week, it can be 2 hours, it can be 3, it can be 4 hours. Then on weekends, if maybe I left some work to pile up during the week, I can spend about 4 or 5 hours, depending on how much it is. But on an average, I would say 4 hours. Next question. How many hours do you sleep in a day? Sometimes I sleep for 1 hour, sometimes 2. It still depends on the day and how much work I did the night before. So if I didn't do too much work, I could get like 5 hours of sleep. But if I did a lot of work the night before, I could get like 2 to 3 hours or maximum of 4 hours of sleep that night. Next question. What are some of your favorite quotes? I have a couple, but I think my favorite quote right now is one of the stuff or one of the posters on my wall. It's not this one, it's another one that you can't actually see. Like it's over here, you can't really see. What it says is, you can't get much work done in life if you only do things when you feel good. So I put it on my wall actually as a reminder, because it's also very easy to just get lazy, especially in medical school, to lose your motivation, get tired. Like if you're not feeling good, it's very easy to just say, oh, I'm not going to do work today. But I have that on my wall to remind me that I just have to keep going even if I don't feel like doing it, because I can't run or I can't live my life based on what I'm feeling at the moment. I have to remember that I have stuff to do and that has to take priority over my emotions. So that's my favorite quote at the moment. Do you know what you want to specialize in? If so, what? If you had asked me like 2 years ago, I would have told you I want to be a gynecologist. But for now, I would say that I don't have a certain specialty in my head, simply because now that I'm in clinicals, I'm going to get experiences from all of the specialties: gynecology, pediatrics. I'm currently going through medical school with an open mind, just to kind of see all the specialties. Then I can pick what I want to specialize in, if I want to specialize in eventually. And the final question, tips for future medical students. I would say, if you want to do medicine, be sure of your why, be confident in your why, be sure that you are doing it for yourself and not for people, because if you are doing it for people, those same people are not going to be there when you are going through the stress and the pain. Do I want to say suffering? No, I don't want to use the word suffering. Those people are not going to be there when you are going through the stress and the pain and probable tears that you might cry in medical school due to stress. So make sure you are doing it for yourself. For future medical students, another tip I would give is, it may seem difficult at the beginning. Obviously, it will seem difficult because it looks new to you. Just because it seems difficult doesn't mean you will never know. It doesn't mean you will never ever understand it. Eventually it gets better. It actually does get better, even though everybody seems to project the negativity in medical school, but it eventually gets better. That was the last question. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much. Please like this video and subscribe if you still haven't subscribed, and also turn on your post notifications. I post every single Sunday, so stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.